Welcome everybody to a look at the fourth and final film in the Critters box set. So obviously it is Critters 4 from 1992, directed by Rupert Harvey, who I've not seen anything from before, but he did produce the first and third films in this series. Clocks in at 87 minutes long, and it's once again a science fiction comedy horror. Don Keith Opper and Terrence Mann return, but we also have the likes of Angela Bassett in this, who was in the Black Panther films, Boys in the Hood, Strange Days, and Mission Impossible Fallout, as well as Brad Dourif, who was in the Child's Play slash Chucky series, as well as Body Parts and The Exorcist 3. So, a super strain of genetically engineered mutants are designed to take over the universe, hungry to conquer the galaxy with an appetite for mankind. So, although I don't dislike this as much as some, it's got the lowest rating on Letterboxd, I believe. It is definitely the worst of this original four due to its evidently lower budget and the plot taking itself way too seriously. There are also numerous lulls in the plot. The critters don't get used often enough, and it lacks much of the humour of the prior films. That said, the cast is good, especially Brad Dourif and Angela Bassett. Though the sets look woefully cheap, the critters still have plenty of effort put into them, as they still look convincing and are used when they are used effectively and look effective in their own manner. There are some entertaining moments. It is genuinely engrossing, and despite the lulls in the plot, I was rarely bored by it. But yeah, it's hard to give this a higher rating than 2.5, quite frankly. I can't justify it, and yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, it is the worst of the original four. Not in the fifth film, which is technically a reboot, even though it features one of the lead actors from the original film. But I have no interest in seeing that fifth film, especially since it's considered to be even worse than this one. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5, which is lower than the previous three by half for the second and third, and by one whole star for the in comparison to the first. So yeah, but in terms of extras on the disc, we've got a high definition Blu-ray presentation. Once again, looks perfectly fine and sounds perfectly fine in terms of this new presentation. Got original lossless stereo 2.0 and 5.1 audio options, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, brand new audio commentary by film critics Matty Bruderitz and Dave Wayne, archive audio commentary with producer director Rupert Harvey, and then we've got Space Madness, the making of Critters 4, archive featurette, trailer, and image gallery. So, decent amount of extras there, and yeah, I do like the new artwork that we've shown off in the unboxing video that I did of this box set overall. But yeah, it's nowhere near as good as the previous three, and yeah, I can see why so many people hate it. So yeah, personally, I think the films in terms of ranking with this box set are basically just in the same order that were released. So first film is the best, fourth film's the worst, second and third ones. Although I still think the third one is entertaining in its goofy nature, it is a little bit worse and a little bit less ambitious than the second film, even though the ambition in the second film isn't fully realized. You know, it is respectable to have that ambition in the first place, so that's ultimately why that comes second. Third film's third and fourth film's fourth. So yeah, that's my ranking for the series. I know some people do prefer the second film over the first, and that's generally the only difference between my rankings. But yeah, on the whole, still a decent series, but not as great as I was hoping it was gonna be, especially since I heard so many good things about the second film. But still, it's decent enough, and yeah, I've enjoyed going through the films, especially since I hadn't seen any of the sequels. And yeah, the box set itself does look nice, and the box set also has plenty of extras on the discs, and it's nice to have a poster for each film and a proper hard book as well. So yeah, overall a solid release, even if the films themselves aren't the greatest. Nonetheless, so if you have seen Critters 4, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.